Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So today I think we're going to continue on with our crab peoples and the temple, and I think that's going to mean probably some statues and some environments as well. We'll see how we get on. I don't have a strong vision for this one, so we're going to kind of play. And I think let's maybe start. I don't know, environment or statue. It's a hard call for me. I think we'll start with the environment. And this is an interesting one because you have to kind of think about what does it mean to be a place of worship, particularly for an alien non-human species that is intelligent but not particularly tool using and doesn't need buildings to defend against weather. So it changes a lot of the background stuff that we think of as reasons for building structures and the kind of structures that we build. I think we'll start with an environment, like ground. Let's start with a circle this time, I think. And I'm going to go big just to give me lots of room, and I can always not use it, but I always do. And I'm just letting myself kind of go here right now to see what happens. I'm not trying to control it too much. Let's quad remesh it to like, I don't know, 300. Delete the original and take a look. Yeah, sure. Let's sculpt mode. And set our strength to like that. There we go. And we want to set where we're going to put flatter areas. We want to be down in a hollow or up on a hill. I think just from a make my life easier perspective, we're going to go down in the hollow just because it's, as a 3D guy, it's easier to hide background stuff that way. Sure, something like that. There's not a right or a wrong answer here. I'm just going to actually evenly pull up everything this time a little bit. And we can kind of shrink it and do some more stuff to it. But it's going to be a bowl versus a hill. Certainly humanity has made temples in both sorts of structures before. Let's pull that in. It gives a little bit of a cliff face. Kind of a natural auditorium wall, if you think about it. So maybe that would be like the back side. I probably should rotate it then, make my life easier, but I'm not going to. So we have like a natural amphitheater kind of vibe going on here. Let's smooth down this one. That's a bit high. There we go. And we're just going to adjust, tweak it out a bit, and we can even leave like an entrance path here. So way in. It's kind of down too. Although people swim, so it doesn't really matter. People being the beings in this world. Hey, Dollar. I'm doing all right. It's good to see you. Alrighty. So we got that. Let's go ahead and save. New 250723 live stream crab temple. And I really don't, like I said, have a strong idea what I'm doing here yet. So we'll see. Kind of hoping that as we start working on things, we'll get somewhere. Okay, and tab, and 3, Shift G, coplanar. And we want a few more than that. We're going to let it go like that. And actually, like that. That's going to be our sandy area here. And vertex group detail. Oh wait, did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. Damn it. I'll remove that. And assign this. Okay, yeah, that's what we wanted. That's the right way. All that's detail. Okay. Add modifier, terrain, trainer base. Yep. As we wanted. Do you want to leave it bumpy this time? I might even just leave it bumpy this time. I always feel like I don't do something to it, then it's like, eh, but no, I'm all right with that. That looks good. Apply it. And again, tab A, U, Smart UV project, unwrap it. F4, append. Let's go grab our material. Just do it now while we're thinking. Sandy Shore. I guess, I don't know, it's not like an alien, but I'm not sure what you call it as a title. It's like, you know, they're fantasy crab creatures. They're pretty much alien, right? You know, I don't know. Let's see. How's this looking? That feels good to me. No notes. Maybe we'll change the scale. Maybe editing. S5. See how we feel with that. Yeah, I like that a little better. Okay. So, structure, no structure. Like, this is our central area. So we could do a structure. We could. You don't do something. It's gonna be a pretty short stream, though. Let's see. That gives us something kind of interesting. I could be into that. Let's try this and see how this works. Shift D, P section. I'll grab this bad boy here. Tab. I don't want those other sections, so we're just going to do L and then delete those. Yeah, good yet short titles that people will click on, because it's like, honestly, I don't care what you call it. I just want someone who doesn't follow me to maybe like, oh, that could be neat, and then watch it, you know. So, okay, that could be neat. Now, let's Q, add modifier, solidify. Actually, that's not even solidify. Let's just GZ. And it doesn't even need to be anywhere near this close. We kind of just use it as a base. So let's remesh it to 1,000. It's going to be very small, right? Let's see. Still big, actually. I'm going to go less than that. Remesh it to 250. That cut some parts out of it. It's kind of okay, though. Gonna have to get rid of a few faces, I think. X faces. On the whole, though, So that is connected still. Still more a few weird faces here. I can see them. Let's see, try going a little smaller. Get rid of this. Let's go to 100. Really push it. Oh. That could be all right. Okay, we're gonna do the same kind of thing we did yesterday, I think. Let's go open up. Do I have another one open? No, I don't. I don't need both these guys. These are my two demon statues I think we're gonna be using in a minute. But we can go open, recent. But that one's already assigned. Air farm, sure. Okay, again, grab our structure, turn off the ground base, copy it. I don't remember which one was fine. Screw it. Let's come back to it. And collection and paste. Okay, this is going to be interesting because that's big. Well, we'll see. Link. Copy modifiers. Could be cool though. I am into that. Let's move this M, new collection to ground. Now, this sucker here. Terrain base, ground. Good deal. Alrighty, so we're gonna use it and let's just see how bad it is. Let's apply all. Oh, gotta realize it first. Realize 17 million is pretty bad. Okay. Apply all. This may not work. This may be too big, but we're gonna try. Now, a mesh cube. Add a modifier, geometry nodes, differential growth. And the reason we want to do this is because we definitely need to set this voxel size to 1. And this, link, copy modifiers. See how bad it's still going to be. Well, okay, it's small faces, so we're all right. I'm going to try and go a little bit more than this. Let's just get rid of this thing now. This one, voxel size, I can double it. Let's see what that does. Yeah, we weren't going to keep the 17 million, but 17 million is processable. It's just not much fun. Okay, so that's getting better. We might actually be able to take this down. Let's see. I just want to get so we get some of the pillars. That's probably going to be 6 or 7 million until we're done here. Still doing okay. Okay. Let's push it more. This will be 1 million polys, I think. But might get us those pillars reasonably tight. Yes. Yes, it does. And we're at 1.6 million. Okay, so it's going to be a thing, but that's fine. We're going to save. So we don't... Yeah, come on, save. Okay. We're going to set our growth direction to 0.5. So it's going to slightly grow up. We don't want it to go down too much. Are you going to rethink every time I do this? If so, I'm going to just turn you off for a minute. I think you are. Okay, so we're going to turn you off while I set all the things. Okay, so growth direction is going to be that. But we want to push outward, and because we don't want to do a whole lot of loops on it, so let's try even like 6, 6, and 0.1. And that might be okay. On again. I really liked this way of making the structure yesterday, so if we can do this again, that'd be cool. Does seem like it's going to be cool. End of, I'm just going to go to like 15 just to push it. We can always do more. And save again. Already starting to look like what I want, though. I don't know what processor I have. It's an AMD something or other. Honestly, I don't know. I had a friend help me build a computer, and I don't pay attention to such things. It's not great. It's about 5 years old. It's not an awful computer by any stretch, but it wasn't like the top of the line even then. It was so. And then this is going to take it a minute, probably. Honestly, our other option, maybe we should do this too. Might make our life easier, I think. Because this looks like it's going to be bad. Will it even let me stop? Probably not. Oh, no, it's no big deal. I don't care. You're welcome to ask what kind of PC I have. I just don't know. I'm like, yeah, it's a PC. It runs. It does what I need it to do. Okay, this is going to be a pain in my ass. Let's just try something else. We're going to slice it up a little bit first. And Blender. Let's just come back and take it from here. Open. Don't save the air farm. And the temple. We just saved right before, so it's no big deal. Let's see if we can't split this thing up and do it in multiple sections. I think that should work well. There we go. Okay. Turn it off. Turn it off! Okay. Yeah, we have 360. Unfortunately, we've already applied it, so we're going to have to deal with it. And edit it, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Because they're not going to be universal anymore. Tab. All right, fine. We got to go to the edit mode. We're going to see if this Vulkan stuff helps us. It's supposed to. Editing a 17 million poly object is never my idea of a super great time. Okay, cool. We are in the edit mode. First off, this is the easy one, so we'll start with it. P section. Because that would take a long time right now, honestly, and because I'm gonna decimate this whole thing with my other process anyway, so it's, I can avoid spending 4 or 5 minutes on my stream decimating in exchange for 1 minute grumbling at the edit mode, it's probably all right. That's the theory anyway. I should have done this beforehand, and we could even still come back and do it again, but that's not too bad. Okay. And then there. And Control L, let's just grab that whole thing if we can. There we go. Okay. And P, separate that section. Let's see if we can do it in 3 chunks and see if that's better. It might be. But yeah, how I work on stream is not necessarily exactly what I would do if I had the free time to kick something off and go to the bathroom and make myself a coffee. Because sometimes you're like, fuck it, just let it run. And I can't really do that on the stream, but you know. So we take some shortcuts for this. Although I try to be as close to what I would actually do as possible, because that's kind of the point to this thing. But sometimes you're just like, you know what? I don't care if this takes 10 minutes to run. And then you just walk away. Which is why I don't do final renders in my stream. This is not worth my time. Okay, so we got 3 objects now. That should be better. Let's start with just this one. This will be the easy one. Turn it back on. And save. Come on, PC. Okay. It's not even that many faces. There we go. Just take a look at it that way and play the animation. And it's good. I don't even need to go all the way. This is also a good thing to know. That is true. Well, at least that's my fear anyway. That looks cool though. I'm into that. It might even be more than we need. See if we can play, since this one's small, let's play with it a little bit. See if we can push it a little bit. We did 0.1, let's try 0.15. I want to push the voxel size as large as possible while still staying mostly connected. That looks good, actually. And noise, let's try that influence to be just 15 and see what happens. I like that. Maybe even a little more. Let's try to change the noise scale to 0.5, since we've got a lot of curvature. It gives us less of those spiky bits, which is kind of what I want. I want some of these, whatever you call them, the horizontal flat platforms, but I don't want them everywhere. That looks better. I think that is pretty good for what I want. I'm just going to go ahead and use it. So we went with 0.5, actually. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 0.5, 15, 0.15. Cool. Apply all. This one here, this is our second smallest one. 0.15, scale of 0.5, a noise of 15. And this one's going to be a bit bigger, but it's not too bad. I'm just saving again. This one is what? 8 million faces. Is that all? Shit. Actually, what we can do, I think, let's do it in 2 steps. On. It's going to think for a sec. We know it works. Cool. Now let's apply it. It should cut our number of faces down on it for its initial processing thinking. Now it's only that. Now it's not bad. Now we can do it again. Add modifier. Well, let's copy the modifier from the other one. Link, copy modifiers. And this one is going to be, again, 0.15, 15, and 0.5. And turn it on. And rewind. We let it go to 15 last time. Let's see. Let's try 12. There we go. That's better. So that's I kind of like it in about there. I don't really think it needs to go all the way to the end. Let's give it a little stop. I want you to stop. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need more than that. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to just not worry about this object at all for right now. And this bad boy, voxel size 0.15, not 105, 0.15, 15, 5. Yeah, that's cool. So we can apply this one. And then this one. Let's save again. Oh, I know I didn't want to apply it. Right. Shift A, mesh, cube. Just going to take this and link, copy the modifiers. Cool. Now this one, turn it on, and apply it. Why did I get double? No. Undo. All right, rewind. Okay, there we go. And apply all. Good. That's what I thought. Honestly, it's almost cool just like that, but we're going to modify, we're going to bunch it out a little bit more. And we're going to take it and give it its modifier again. Delete that bad boy. And we're just going to let it grow to 8, I think. Yeah, I'm not really the right person to ask for that because I've kind of know Blender, so I haven't really paid attention in the last 5 years to those ones. Blender Guru seems really good. I think there's tons of good ones out there, though. I would be remiss if I didn't say that I have done some work with GameDev.tv, and they have some good classes out there. I'd recommend them. But I can't really, it's like, you shouldn't really ask somebody who knows something how to learn something because they probably learned it a long time ago. You want to ask somebody who learned it a little bit better than you how to do it. That's usually a better option. Play. I have never done the donut tutorial ever. So I think it's always funny when they're like the donut tutorial. I'm like, yeah, not me. I like those. Is that enough to feel kind of interesting? Actually, I kind of think I want this one to go a little bit more, maybe. Let's end at 15. Yeah, I wouldn't pay for courses at first unless there's something very specific you want to get out of it, or there's like a combo model. I know that there was, I think they may have ended it now, but there was a huge, massive sale for classes on Superhive this last week that looked really good, but I did not do it or have any of my classes in it that I'm aware of. So, okay, yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I like it better like that. Let's apply all. All right, so we got down to, now we're only at 5.5 million to get everything like this that we wanted. That's not bad. Now we're going to decimate too. So first off, we'll just use this one. Tab, edit, cry, the edit mode, and Control L. Yes. Control I, we're just going to delete the floaters, which aren't too many, which means we set our voxel size pretty good because it didn't jump around too much. Cool, so floaters are gone on that one. Let's get rid of the floaters on the other two as well. There's so much free stuff out there that I don't know why you would pay, and again, unless there was something very specific you wanted. Just general knowledge? Yeah, maybe not. Man, I was saying I don't pay attention to PC specs. I don't even know what the minimum is. You can find all that on the blender.org page. That's where you look for that stuff. The biggest thing for me, I have some AMD processor. I have 64 gigs of RAM. I have a 4090 video card. So, but I don't know. It's so varying too. Like if you're trying to do what I'm doing, you're gonna have a vastly, vastly different PC spec requirement than if you're trying to do some like, I don't know, low poly N64 style video game modeling, which seems to be like it's popular again. But like that will take nothing. What I'm doing takes a little bit more. So, you know, it all depends. No one wants to hear the answer is it depends, but the answer is it depends. All right. I think I will decimate. I'll take the hit now. It's only 3 million. It's not bad, actually. Take the 0.33. I want to keep some curves on it. One sec while I turn my fan on. It's getting hot in here. There we go. That's better. Hopefully the noise isn't too bad for you folks, but it's just hot. Yeah, your video card probably matters more for render time than just about any other spec for your PC. Yeah, here we go. Run in the decimate. I suppose this would run faster if I had a faster processor. There we go. Got it down to half. But half is better than none. Ooh, dollar. That would hurt me. I mean, I could do some individual asset modeling on that, but that would hurt me. That's, of course, the other thing, too, is that why are you using it? Like, if you are using it professionally, it makes sense to maybe spend a little bit more on the hardware that's going to make it faster. If it's a hobby or a student thing, you don't need to do that at first. Like I bought my 4090 because I use this thing every damn day. That's literally my life. So, yeah, I'll take this one all the way down to 0.33. You shouldn't let it stop you. You should never let it stop you. I too have had shit hardware in the past, and I wouldn't mind upgrading now. I would love to have a faster processor. Just, you know, cost money that it's not something I need, it's just something I want. I can do my job with what I have. Cool. Nice. Have a happy new PC day. I'm liking this kind of coral generation that we're using. Like, I really enjoy using the platforms to create the initial shapes to do the differential growth on. I think this looks really neat looking, and not like some other stuff you've seen before. So just take them all to 0.33, so they're consistently the same level of spikiness. That one took almost nothing because it's tiny. Apply. That is also true. Okay. So we have created that. I just want to see for scale. I think I'm about right, but let's see. I got a sense that I am correct. Let's see if I am. Pretty damn close to what I wanted to be. Those are a little small, but yeah, that's not bad. Because those would be like platforms for people to rest on. So I was checking the scale, and yep, that's about right. I'm into it. Cool. So we have that part done now. Now, so we have like our auditorium for people to be around. Actually, this went empty, which means we'll probably put something here, even if I wasn't going to before. And that looks good. We got, interestingly, we got a space here and a space here. And I have 2 demon gods to play with, so that could be fun. Maybe we work on them next, just to get, they won't take long, I don't think. We just need to decimate them, basically. There's the first one. Demon God, woohoo! And he doesn't really need materials, so we don't need to worry about that, and he's not going to be rigged, so we don't really need to do that. All we really need to do is just decimate him. But 6 million polys is more than I want this sucker to be, so we're going to take him down to like 0.1. And then we're going to have to sit and wait for it. I would have done this before, but I kind of just brought him in this morning, so. So we'll let him load while he's doing that. I'm going to come back here and think. So we're going to put one here, one here. Then we're going to need something kind of cool in between them. But that will be neat. Giant statues, always cool. I'm going to maybe take these and just join them back together again, because I don't think I'm going to need to mess with them now. Well, actually, let's Tab A, U, Smart UV Project, unwrap. Well, these are small enough now, it's not that big a deal. It is always nice to take that hit for decimating if you need to use it later. I've often wondered why decimate is in the generate tab versus the distort tab, but, you know, I'm not. Maybe I will leave them separate for right now. I'm with you. I kind of think it's strange too. Let's go grab our, actually, let's not grab it from here. Close the area. F4, append. Coral structures. I think I made a change to it. Material, bone, and we'll grab our water wall. I'm thinking about it too. Let's see, is the early guy done? Yeah, he's done. Okay, we got him done of that. Cool. Let's apply it because that takes equally long. And here, add our modifier, or not, sorry, add our modifier. Add our material, bone, link, copy, link materials. And let's see. Yeah, we want to change the scale on them too. This is why I kept it separate. UV editing, S15. I think that'd be good. Let's see. Yeah, 15 gives us enough variance that it's fine. Take this one to 20 because they're smaller pieces. Yeah, that looks about right. And this one. It's like the world's shittiest UVing. There are seams and whatever else, but you probably won't notice. So we've gotten away with it thus far. And there is our guy. And I'm not going to save this just in case I want to do something with him later. So, and we'll bring him in. New collection, statues. And then, we closed the other one, didn't we? Yes. This was 22. File, open, don't save. 21 Crab Demon, the other one. It's always good to have at least two opposing forces in a pantheon. It's more interesting that way. Here's our other bad boy. Also 6 million. 0.1. Come back over to this guy while we're looking at it. And let's see, scale S10. 10's probably a bit much. Let's try 5. 5 looks good. Maybe we'll make him the outside one because he's got a tail. It's more fun to see. And we either need to bring him up or adjust the ground or both. He is up. And I think we will adjust the ground. Well, maybe not, actually. Yeah, why not? Sculpt mode. Hey, Mike! Let's bring that down. I'm just kind of checking that. Go down under this 1 foot just a little bit. There we go. Cool. So that is where one of our demons is going to reside. He's not quite pointing the right way too, but let's see. There we go. Yeah, he's looking kind of right across, roughly. Other demon. Cool. Apply that. I'm not sure what I want for the material for this guy. I might actually want him a bit bigger. I'm changing my mind now. He's what, 16 meters high? He's already not even his full size. Rotation scale. Let's take him S 1.5. I just want him to feel oomphy, for lack of a better word, in our scene. And this is such a big scene. That feels good. Add more demon. Always. Other guy's still thinking. Nope, just finished. Cool. Copy him. Bring him in as well. This guy is 25 meters high, so we're going to make this one 25. Oh, he has a tail too, actually. I'd forgotten that. Yeah, we'll switch them out because his tail's even longer. Yeah, I think we will. Bring him to here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now he looks good there. There we go. Nice. Got to fix this ground. Sculpt. Bring that down and out. Just push it around. Let me bring him up a little bit too. Just a titch. There we go. He's a little bit taller than the other one too. Let's maybe make him a bit smaller. Yeah, okay. Nice. 2 giant demon statues. They don't have any materials, I don't think. Oh, no, I did color them. That's right. I painted them. So we could actually do that if we wanted to, but they kind of got shitty when I decimated them anyway. And I don't think I think I want them to look more like statues and less like kaiju. So let's change them to something else. Something fun. Can't remember where I put it. Here? Let's see. Nope. Wasn't that one. Pirate bar? Candle light. Let's see. Wax. There we go. Let's see what happens if we make this guy. We might change it, but we can go shading, taking a look and see what we got. Rate of 1. Okay. A scale of 0.2. We need to see it in space so we can see what it looks like. Not the same wax as I was using, but it's fine. Base color. I wonder if we can grab the bone. So we can grab all of that. We're going to need to re-UV it, I think, too. Smart UV project. I want more. Just a random walk skin. That's creepier looking. That's fun. Kind of into that. Let's see what other things we can do to it. we got the ambient occlusion pumping that in there. That's cool. Roughness, let's make it like 0.25. Yeah, so it's smoother. Cool. Let's try that, see if we like it for later. For right now, this guy here, tab. Smart UV project him as well. And then link materials. So it's the same sort of building structure as the other thing. Fun. Now, what if? I'm just trying to think of something cool we could do in the middle. What do I do? No. What's my shortcut for this now? Yes. Maze. Do I not have maze turned on? Let's see. Preferences. Add-ons. Maze generator, yes. Where is it? Okay. Tool. Where is it? I always forget how you do these now. Generate a maze. No. Try generate. Come on. I don't think I can do it here, can I? No. I hate it when people put their add-ons in these sorts of spaces versus where they should be. But what are you going to do? Well, let's go look one more time. Edit. Preferences. Maze generator. Yes. Where are you? Which panel are you in? Are you in any of them? In clean panels? Let's see. You should be in object import. Buildings. Sorry, a building. Object import. Let's just put it there. Maze generator. It's not on anything. Or is it? No, it's been selected. Sure. Well, let's just put it there anyway. See if it'll look good to me. I don't know. Come on, where are you? I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes with these. Like, I know I've done it. I thought it was in Tool. Maybe we won't. Okay, we can do it another way. Might be cooler that way anyway. How? Curve? Bezier. Tab. X vertices. Draw. We're going to start with cool. And then undo. And let's just undo all of them. And I want to do 7. I want to do it on the surface. Draw on the surface. So round. Cool. That's still not putting on the surface for me decently. Come on. There. 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 I don't know. Something like that. That might be enough. We'll try and see. Radius. A bit of depth. Cool. Yep. I'm into that. Let's keep drawing maybe a bit more. Now we can see it. Because these should show up. Yeah. There. Okay. That could be neat enough. Okay. Object mode. Depth of, I'm going to take it all the way up to 0.5. I think. And we want to fill the caps. Yeah. Alrighty. Then we want to convert it to mesh. And save. And again, Shift-A, mesh, cube, give us a proxy object to apply our modifier to first. Differential growth. Voxel size of 0.1. And this. To this. Come on. Yeah. Link, copy modifiers. Okay. Then we can get rid of this. And I'm just going to move these out of my way just for right now. New collection. The structures. Turn them off. Statues I think we'll leave on just so we can see what it's doing. This is going to have a growth direction of 1 and a growth multiplier of 3. Maybe I have 0.5. I do want to grow it some. Save. Rewind. End of 25. Play. No, I still want to go higher. Direction of 1. It's going to grow up. Yes. How do we feel about that? We don't hate it. Let's go to 5. No, didn't miss all of it. I'm still doing all right. Come on. No crack about me running late there, Michael. Come on. Cool. Let's take it to there. And now I'm going to set this back to 1. And take it some more. Let's see. I'm going to go wider then. Do we like that? I didn't go too far. Took it too far, didn't I? Rewind. Got to do it in two parts. Growth direction of 1. Growth multiplier of 6. Noise interval of 20. Intensity of 20. And scale of 2. Play. Spiky bits. I like this. Do we want more? That is the question. No, I think that's good. Let's apply that. I know. Wizards always think they're so damn cool. Again, because I keep deleting my proxy object, diffy growth, again with the 0.1. Make sure I just have those 2 objects. Yes, right? Yes. Okay. And back to here. Still want a growth direction of 1. Let's see how we feel at this. Pushing it out a little bit more, giving us wider, more wall-like. I think I'm into that. Feels like a ceremonial maze if ever I did see one. Kind of digging that. Apply all, and we'll generate, decimate, and 0.33 again. Kind of cuts down a little bit, but not too much. Sure. Apply all. Okay, cool. Tab, A, U, Smart UV Project, unwrap. UV editing A, S15. Layout, and we'll just give it bone. Let's see what it looks like. Cool. come into that, I believe. Bring our structures back. And we're starting to have this something kind of epic looking. So we are putting on our anthropologist hats a little bit and thinking that we have two religious figures in conflict, or at least in opposition, and there is some form of a maze or symbolic pathway you have to travel to reach from one to the other. So a little bit of storytelling. I'm into that kind of thing. Take care, Dollar. Have a good one. That is working for me for what I want this to be. Okay. So now we're going to have to start kind of prettifying things up. I think we have our structure in place. So let's see if we can rapidly move to some plants. We're going to start with this little spiky guy here this time. And collection, paste. Where's our little spiky guy? First, I can get rid of that entirely. Spiky guy, M, collection, new collection, plants. Okay. He's selected. He's good. Ground, geoscatter. Select the ground. Default preset of that. Scatter the object. Okay. So, and this is spiky ball. Spiky have an EY or Y? Spiky. Spiky? Spiky? I never remember. Not a great speller. That looks all right. M, new collection, meze. Okay, so I want an upward obstruction of maze. Then I want a proximity of maze, and I want to reverse it so it's close to it, minimum distance of 1. And then we're going to set our distribution to 1. We have far, far too many. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Even that's too many. 0.1. Cool. Scale's a little off. Maybe we'll fix that. Add a random scale. Strings down. Maybe our default scale. Set it down to like 0.5. And then we need more of them. And let's do a random rotation around 2. There's not really any vertical, but sure, fine. Random. 8. Instances go back up to 1 now. Still a lot. Let's go with 0.75. Okay. Sure. I just want something that kind of goes around the rim of that. I don't know why, I just do. Okay. Cool. I wonder what happened if we moved. I'm just curious. Shrink collection. We move statues into maze. Get some around the feet of those guys too. How do we feel about that? Kinda like it. Let's keep it for right now. Okay. We got to go back to our plants. I actually don't need any of these anymore, do I? Sure, let's just kill them. Delete hierarchy. Cool. Now, grab some more. There's our other plants. Let's do our blue boy. Copy objects. We're going to move him a little different this time than last time, though. I'm just going to call it blue. And we're going to... That's probably too far. Yes. Scatter it. Okay. This one... Blue! Plant. We want culling mask, upward obstruction of structures. Okay. We want a vertical influence. We want a random rotation. The tilt of 8. Scale. We want a random scale on it as well. Sure, we'll change it later. Abiotic. We want a slope. Not an absolute slope. Cool. And elevation. We want an elevation as well on this one. Minimum of 10, maximum of 100. Let's see if that gives us what we need. Distribution of 0.1. No, we need more than 10. And it's too high distribution too. Minimum 0.5. That's about right. And so almost perfect. Instances of 0.02. Yes, that looks good. And although I think I'm just going to close it off anyway, but just to make sure. Done. Cool. Now we need our next one, which we'll use purple, I think. Hope you guys don't get tired of these. I mean, if you do, it is what it is, but purple. Scatter the object. It also needs a culling mask, upward obstruction, a structure. Cool. Rotation, also vertical influence, also random rotation, not rotate, random rotation. 8. Scale with a random as well. Where did I do the same things over? Like, so much of this stuff is just doing the same things over and over again. You're like, whatever. Elevation, let's set maximum to 100 again. Minimum, let's set this one to 20. See if it goes a little bit below the other ones. Slope will allow for a 20 this time. ecosystem, we're going to remove from blue. And I don't really want them super near our structures. So let's repel structures. Oh, I need to change that too. Minimum distance from blue of 4 meters. Minimum distance from our structures of 3 meters. And distribution instance count 0.1. It's going to be a lot of them probably. Let's see. Not too many. Reasonably like that, actually. Save. It's been a while. Okay. Now, we want the greens or the popcorn or the bubble gum. I don't think we want the bubble gum this time, but we will do the green, I think. And go to the icosphere. And 3 topo circle and circle. Scatter the objects. I didn't rename this one, so let's do it. Rename it. Oh, let's see, object. Rename it. Purple plant. And green plants. Just to differentiate that there are 2. We want upward obstruction, structures. We want to random rotate. We want to random scale. We want to give a random mirror. Actually, that's kind of a neat idea. Sure. Didn't notice that was there, but that's cool. We'll use it. Abiotic slope. We're going to allow this one to go maximum of 22. Not absolute. And we're going to set propulsion. Sure, we'll do all of these. From the blue, 2 meters. And from the purple, also 2 meters. And then for object repel, the maze, now let's say 20 meters. Random mirror flips the XY mirror on it. So like it'll, instead of just rotating it, if you had like things, it will just flip them. Let's see. Yeah, X and Y. Just increase the options. I didn't even realize that was there, to be honest. Just find new things. Since they're not symmetrical, that'll actually be useful though. Instances count 0.25. And that gives us that outside of our area. Yes. Digging it. Quite frankly, digging it a lot. Let's give it one more. It's not a big deal, but one more repel. Our structures as well. Now let's say 3 meters. Yes. And then let's turn off collection. Yeah, no, it just randomly rotates and randomly mirrors your objects throughout the scattered system. Just helps make things look different again. I'll definitely be using that more, though. That's a cool one. Save. So this is our temple system. Only other thing I think I want to do is grab from yesterday. So we'll have to reuse this one. Where are we? Not even here. Open. Don't save. Coral structures. And where was it? That? No. No. Okay, so fine. I'm going to have to go look for it. Tentacle creature. Other one. Where's my file? There it is. It's like, come on. Paste. I'm going to turn off geoscatter. Okay, and take a look at it. We didn't really change the material on this at all because we didn't need to yesterday, but let's do it now. Let's make it, instead of rock skin, let's make it wax. Same as the statues. See what that looks like. That's going to be fun. Now, how do we want to assign these? This is an interesting question. Where do we want lights to go? We can just randomly populate them around our structure. That's one option. Put them on the ground. I think I like them on the structure, so let's do that again. So let's just join these together. And so many undersea things. That's not what I was thinking of, but, you know, hey. If I start making coconut cannibals, you can let me know, all right? Tentacle creature. New collect. I'm just going to move it to seeing collect collection, new collection. Light fixtures. Okay. Now. Someone said Soma. I was like, I've never played that game. I didn't even know what it was. I had to go look it up. I was like, okay, cool. There we go. Tentacle scatter objects. Yes. So, it doesn't really matter, but we'll call it lights. Well, I'm getting in the habit of doing naming things. No culling masks on this one. Vertical influence, sure. Random rotation, absolutely. 10. Scale, yeah, it's all organic, so let's do scale 2. Abiotic, no elevation. Slope, yes. Maximum slope of 1. No affinity, no repulsion. Is that all I'm going to need to do? Should be all I'm going to need to do. Instances 0.1. Did any get created? Let's see. Instance count 1. Oh, I got to turn on. Back to 0.1. Turn on geoscatter if you want to see geoscatter. Might help us. Yeah, we're getting some lights in there. I think that's enough, honestly. Just some random lights throughout the space here. I'm digging it. Now, so I've been noticing something with my skies. It's kind of been annoying me, and that's that I've been getting these weird reflections from my lights. So I'm going to try doing my water a different way this time. Instead of a cube, I'm going to make it a sphere. S200. Take it to there. And give it water ocean. Photographer, we're going to set our exposure to 4. That seems to be about right for what we're doing. Let's go grab yesterday's sky. Not pirate bar. Coral structures. World 1. Grab it. And let's grab, come on, lights, the sun too, because I'm very lazy today. Okay, this object shade smooth, world 1. Come on. There we are. Good deal. Camera. I said the ones first, but camera. Alexa 65, and we need to set our depth to like 500. Cool. And we're going to go with a 35 millimeter lens and a resolution of Panavision. And down and kind of more into our space. We're going to come in a little bit more just because we want to sort of see the cool stuff for something. For some reason. Focus on, I'm going to say this guy's head right here. Save. Let's see what it looks like. Dark. Still pretty far back, but I like that. Those lights are just cool. So we can adjust our circle. Where is it? Yeah, sphere. New collection to the ocean. This is largely dependent on the scale of this thing, so we kind of have to adjust it every time. It's volume. Oh, wait. Shoreline, where am I? There we go. Volume density 0.02, much brighter because it's a bigger thing. That might be too much. Go 3, 3. That feels better to me. I think we still need some rocks too. I do like having the hills a little bit. This slope here helps us a little bit. Let's, kind of see what we can get out of this. Yeah. Let's just add a rock real quick. That's an easy one. Geoscatter. Back select our ground again. We're going to scatter from browser. We'll go grab our sandstone rocks. Botanic. Sandstone. I'm just going to use all of them. Cool. And we're going to cheat this time a little bit. Sure. Scatter assets. And it's going to be 2 bloody mini rocks. And they're going to be too big. While I'm naming things, I might as well just keep going. I have no idea why sometimes it keeps the number and sometimes it doesn't. That's strange, but you know, whatever. Instances, let's cut that down to half. And I want to let's see. Scale, those are a bit big. Let's default scale them down a bit smaller. Factor of 0.5. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And I don't want them in my maze. And maybe on the slope too. I don't know that anyone but me will notice, but you wouldn't have rocks on a steep slope, so let's get rid of them. But 15 is nowhere near enough. So let's set like 25. Okay. And stay close to those things. Repel. From the maze. Now we're going to say 4 meters. Give or take. Let's see what that does. 4 meters looks pretty good. That's looking all right. I do think I'm going to want to put a few more fish and stuff in here. I don't know that it's worth hanging out for, though. Like, it's kind of... Shadows look good. Kind of into that otherwise. I might want to put one of our guys in here, too, just for some kind of fun. I haven't finished making the other one yet, but we've got one of them, so we'll use the one we have. Put him right here. Let's turn off geoscatter. And we'll go grab him. File, open. Don't save him. Frog crab. Crab frog. There's our guy. Paste him. ocean. I just want to do this again, even though I'm almost done, because it's just something I like. Viewport display, bounds, and unselectable. There's our little dude. Kind of looks like a tick from here. Let's move a bit further away. Scale's a little small for these guys, but not too bad. So we can live with it. Let's see. And we need to give him a light. Again, just like we did from before from the other guys. And again, I don't remember how to which one needs to be in the highlighted. Grumble. I'm just gonna fake it. Shift A, mesh, light, area. We're gonna set it to be a circle. We're going to set it here. Visibility does not have volume scatter. I'm going to set it to a nice cool light, like 12,000. Very blue. Coming straight down on is actually pretty good on this one. We could... Unselectable is a definite unsung hero of Blender. I cried happy tears when I found that one. There we go. That's better. And maybe we'll cut his power down to 5. No, I like it. For right now, we'll leave it at 10. And just get it back on, and then I think we're good. I do wish I had a plant like right here. It's only going to matter for like this one shot, but for this one shot, I do want it. So we'll do it. Because, you know, you guys get nothing better than to hang out with me, right? Right. So I'll have to go into collection. Plants, what kind? Green? Sure. Oh, that's the retopple circle we want. No, that's right. That's a good one. Or this one. Is the lower one? Yeah. Shift D. M. Scene collection. Yep. And bring it over to here. Shrink it down a little bit. Good with that. See how that goes. I feel like I'm gonna like that better. Yes, I do. I'm gonna even move this one over. Just like that. There we go. Just helps draw the eye a little better. Cool. I think we're done, folks. So if you didn't show up at the beginning, let me just come back here. I'll turn off geoscatter so we can kind of go through what we did. And turn off collection. So we started off making our ground. Then we used the platform generator just to create some sort of almost random base mesh for this stuff, which we then voxelized and did our our growth modifier, differential growth, available on my Patreon, which is in the link if you would like it. Great for making coral, mushrooms, cancerous growths, you name it. Anyway, so we did that. Then we decimated and brought in our demon skeleton or statues, created our maze, also using a combination of just Bezier curves and then the differential growth, and then set up all of our geoscattering for the plants and stuff to make it look right. And I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a good scene. Oh, we added our lights in here too. You can kind of come in and see these little boogers right there. And they're literally upside down jellyfish created with the 3D Tutors tentacle generator thing and then messed with a little bit yesterday. We just reused them from yesterday. Yeah. So that's our program for the day, my friends. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. And I'll be back again tomorrow for another one. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Take care. We'll see you later. All right.